So we've got this chart I created many years ago, and it's divided into different parts about vocabulary about the weather. So we've got cloud and cloudy. So cloud is a noun, cloudy is the adjective. Okay, so when you're learning new vocabulary in English, it's good not just to learn, oh, cloud, in my language is nube or whatever it is. Don't just translate, look for other words associated with it. For example, if you have the noun form, cloud, what's the adjective? Cloudy, etc. Also look for idioms or phrasal verbs associated with it, because when you learn this word cloud, for example, you'll start increasing your vocabulary. So if you have let's have a conversation today about clouds. Okay, you're not going to do that at the pub, but let's have a conversation about clouds and cloud. No, you need to know other words, other vocabulary. Okay, so that's what is a good tactic to use when you're learning new words. So we have, cloud, cloudy, flood. What is a flood? Flood's the noun. It can also be a verb, to flood. It's when there's like the water level increases, gets higher and higher, and you have to sit on the roof of your house like this. We have fog. This is, what is fog? Fog is when it's like a low, like a cloud comes down and sits on the ground, okay? And your visibility is quite difficult. You can't see very well in fog, okay? So fog is the noun and foggy is the adjective. We're going to look at some grammar structures in a moment. So we've got fog. Hail. What is hail? Hail's a little balls of ice that falls from the sky. It's so cold that instead of just wet rain, you have wet. You got hail, little balls of ice. Then we have a hurricane. Remember, there are three words, types of words for hurricane. It depends on the region. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Icy, you got ice and icy. You have lightning. Be careful. Don't put an E between the T and the end. It's lightning. It's like in the sky. Rain, the noun. Adjective, rainy. The verb ing, it is raining. A rainbow in the sky. Snow, snowy, snowing. Okay, we're just going to quickly go through these ones because you should know these. Storm, stormy. Sun, sunny. Thunder, thundery. Okay. A tornado. Wind, windy. The bottom row is about the temperature, going from freezing, cold, cool, warm, and hot. These are types of heat, okay? So you got heat is the noun, and it is hot. So we have warm, warmth, cool, coolness, cool, cold and cold, and freezing. Now, when we talk about the weather, you're going to need this. We usually use it is. It is plus the adjective, okay? When we talk about the weather, the adjective, remember, is a description of the weather. It is sunny, okay? We don't say it is sun down the bottom there somewhere, over there. We don't say, ooh, there is sun. No. It is sun. No. We use the adjective. That's why the orange one, sunny. So we say it is sunny. It is cloudy. It is windy. Okay? It is windy. It is, what else is there? It is foggy. Okay? So you can either have the adjective for a description of the weather, describing how it is now. Oh, it is hot. It is sunny. But you can also have it is plus the verb ing. And this is the weather. This weather is happening now. Right now, this weather. It is raining, the action right now. The verb ing in general refers to an action happening right now. It is snowing. It is hailing. And since it is, when we talk about the weather, you can also use it in the past tense and maybe the future tense too. For example, we can use it isn't. Oh, there it is. We use it is in different tenses. It was sunny yesterday. Okay, past tense of to be. Perfect tense. It has been sunny all week, and this week it hasn't finished. Okay. The present tense. It is sunny today. Not here. It's a little cloudy. And the future tense is like on the news. After the news, they have the weather. It will be sunny tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Now, we've learned some basic vocabulary. Let's just see if you know some other vocabulary. I'll read it to you. Number 1. What is the word for frozen water droplets falling from the sky? I've already mentioned this today. What is the word for frozen water droplets falling from the sky? It is hail. Remember to pronounce the H. Hail. Not ale or isle or anything like that. Hail. Hail is the noun. And to hail. It is hailing. That's with the verb ing. Sleet is a form of... It's like when the rain drops, they partially freeze before reaching the ground. So sleet is like rain and snow. It's like almost between. It's not solid drops like rain. Like hail. That's solid drops. Sometimes normally hail is small. Sometimes you get big balls of hail and it destroys your car or property. But normally they're just small balls. Snow, you know. Rain, you know. So the correct answer for number 1 is hail. Was that easy? Yes. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 2. What is a blizzard? Is it A, a gaming company? No. Is it A, heavy rainfall? B, extreme heat wave? C, heavy snowstorm? Or D, very strong winds? C, it is a heavy snowstorm. So it is a heavy snowstorm. Number 3. What is the word for a brief period of light rain? What is the word for a brief period of light rain? So number 3 is, what is the word for a brief period of light rain? It is drizzle. Very good. It is drizzle. So a brief period of light. So what's the difference? But what's a downpour? What's a hailstorm? What is drizzle? And what is a gale? A gale down here is a strong and intense wind, you know, and it has a sustained speed of at least, I think it's like 60 something kilometers per hour, which is about, 39 miles an hour? I don't use miles, but it's like 63. Most of us use kilometers. It's about 60 kilometers or more. Just strong winds like that. That's a gale. Okay. And drizzle is a light period of rain, just soft. It's not like rain coming down. It's just like soft rain. You can just walk in it, and it's not a problem at all. A downpour, which is up the top there, a downpour is a strong rain, heavy rain. Sorry, it is heavy rain, and it's usually sudden, short. So we have a downpour, storm, and drizzle and gale. So it is drizzle. Any of these words new for you? Just out of curiosity. Any of these words new? Let's have a look at number 4. Which weather condition is indicated by a high level of moisture, it's like wetness, in the air? Which weather condition is indicated by a high level of moisture in the air? Is it humidity, dryness, windy, or sunny? It is, everyone, humidity. Exactly. It is humidity. Humidity is, that's what it is. High level of moisture in the air. Number 5. What is a sudden electrical discharge in the atmosphere? Okay, so a sudden electrical discharge in the atmosphere during a thunderstorm. What is it? It is lightning. Exactly. So it is number 5 is D. It is lightning. Perfect. Let's go to the next one. Number 6. What does the term gusty refer to in weather? What does the term gusty refer to in weather? We have mentioned it. Warm weather, periods of blue sky, strong bursts of wind and scattered showers. Going back here, thunder is the sound that comes after lightning. You have the lightning like this, then after, depends on the distance from the lightning, you have this like, it's like a... So yeah, the thunder is the sound that happens, okay? So number 6, what does the term gusty refer to in weather? Yep, it is the wind. It is C. Strong bursts of wind. Burst is like a sudden, like, going forward quickly, going or advancing quickly or happening in a larger amount than normal. Just very, very quickly, suddenly, like this. So strong bursts of wind is like, those are gusts. So it's not continual, it's like a burst of wind. That's a gusts. And if it's gusty, it's like just happens like frequently, but not continually. Scattered showers. What are showers? We're not talking about the one where you go have a wash in the morning or at night or whatever. It's in your bathroom. Showers has another meaning. And what is the other meaning for showers? Scattered. Okay, I'll explain scattered. You have some things in your hand and you just like scatter them. It's like spread all over the place. You scatter the seeds when you're planting. I don't know what you plant. Plant chickens? You don't know. You don't plant chickens. You plant plants. You plant. You scatter the food to the chickens. Yeah, you can do that. Or if you got lots of chickens, you can scatter the chickens everywhere. But yeah, you spread it all over the place. That is scatter. Okay. So shower is sudden rain. It can be sudden sometimes, but it's like a light rain. Because drizzle is like a soft rain. Shower is like it starts, then it stops. Then it starts, then it stops. It's not continual. Rain continues like this. But shower is like starts, stops, like that. And the next one is answer for this one is C, strong bursts of wind. Next one is number 7. What is number 7? Which word describes a sudden and heavy rainfall lasting for a short period? We've already mentioned that one. So it should be easy, but there is some other vocabulary here maybe that you don't know. We have I'll read through these actually. The pronunciation of the first one is drought. Drought. It's like out. Why is there a G and an H? Sorry, English is like that. I would hate to learn English personally. Drought. Flood. Not flood, like food and flood. Why is English like this? It's flood. So you basically have to learn the words. That's drought. Is drought. That's flood. That's downpour. This is stifling. I'll explain that one in a moment. That's probably going to be a new word for most of you. Stifling. So it is number 7 is a downpour. Exactly. What is a downpour? A sudden and heavy rainfall lasting for a short period. What is a drought? What is a drought? We talked about flood before, when the water comes up and covers things. And what is stifling? Does anyone know? Drought is when it has not rained for a long time and everything is dry, the land is dry. Sometimes the rivers are dry. or the river is very low, or the lake is very low because there's no rain, but it's over a prolonged or extended period of time. That is a drought. Okay, it's like just dry, no rain for a long period of time. It's a dry period, a long dry period, and it affects the plants and animals and things like that. Flood, downpour, we've already mentioned, and stifling. So the difference between drought and dryness, it can be dry, but it can rain tomorrow, but then after a week it's going to be dry again. But a drought is there's like no rain for a very long time in an area where it normally rains at some moment. For example, in the driest desert in the world, in Atacama Desert in the north of Chile, where there's no recorded rain in like 400 years. It's drier than the Sahara Desert, just so you know. That's not a drought. Okay, it hasn't rained in 400 years, but that is its natural environment. So that's not a drought because it never rains, ever. Stifling is a situation or condition that feels extremely hot, oppressive and suffocating. It's like usually because there's no or lack of fresh air or ventilation. There's no, like if you're sitting in the car on a hot summer's day and the windows are up, that is stifling. It's like, I can't breathe. It's hot. It's suffocating. It's like, okay. So yeah, it is stifling. And this is some new vocabulary that you may use. It's like to increase your vocabulary. If you're comfortable with saying it's very hot, use very hot if you like. But stifling is just more precise. It's like suffocating. Okay, number 8. Let's have a look at number 8. What is a thick, low-lying cloud that forms near the ground and reduces visibility? It is B, fog. Exactly. Because what is fog? It's like the low-lying cloud. It's like you can't see. Over the last couple of weeks, there's been a little fog in some of the mornings. Like at 11 o'clock when I wake up. Okay. So, we've got another word there. Frost is a thin layer of ice crystals that forms on the surface of, usually on the grass, when the temperature in the air goes below 0, and then you got the like little pieces of ice on the grass, and you walk on them like crunches. Like I remember sometimes walking to school like 50 kilometers in the snow. No, when I was younger, no, it's like sometimes you just walk on the grass because it makes a cool sound. That is frost. Like it crunches. Frost. Frozen is different. Frozen is like something is just extremely excessively cold and it turns into solid ice. Okay. So cold, there are different levels of cold. Some drinks have frost. No, that's ice. Because frost is specifically it's usually on the ground. It's a thin layer. It's not like a whole lot of ice. It's like a thin layer of ice on the ground because the temperature of the air drops below freezing, and it's normally on cold mornings. That's it. Cold mornings, the grass is covered in sparkling white layer of ice crystals. So that's what frost is. Foggy. Muggy. Any idea what muggy is? The verb to mug is completely different from the adjective muggy. To mug is like to rob someone of their personal possessions. Usually happens in a very big city and crime at night. But that's the verb to mug, which is different from muggy, which is an adjective used to describe a weather condition. And what is that weather condition? Exactly, Umi. It is muggy means humid and hot. It is hot. It is sticky. And there's moisture in the air. And it can make you feel sweaty and uncomfortable. So it's not just extremely hot. It's like wet, sticky. Yeah. And you got this patch of wet under your armpit. I just want to show you my armpit in today's lesson. That was my objective of today. Yeah. Rob's to-do list. Show your armpit live. Sweet. Check. Thank you very much. Okay, so frost, we know. Muggy. Fog. Sleet. We mentioned sleet. It's the frozen, like between rain and snow. But it's like, yeah, it's before it reaches the ground. Okay, number 9. What is the term for a period of excessively hot weather? So what is the number 9? What is the term for a period of excessively hot weather? Heat wave, blizzard, monsoon, or tornado? It is a heat wave. Blizzard, remember, is a type of snowstorm. And a monsoon. A monsoon it's a seasonal thing. Like a wind system that brings distinct weather, normally heavy rain. Like heavy rain. It's a season of rain and wind. And it's typical. You hear it more associated with Asia, especially Southeast Asia. Like monsoon, it's like a season where it's just going to rain heavily with a bit of wind and everything like that. Okay? So it's like a type of tropical storm. Very good. So that was number, and a tornado. It's like, I'm just saying, hey kids, time to go. I'm rounding them up. No, it's like the wind. The wind going round and round and round, and it sucks cows, and the cows go fly. Okay, I've been watching too many movies, maybe. It's like it's going across the land, and it destroys everything. It's like something to do with a change in the air pressure and everything like that. It goes round and sucks everything up in cars and cows. I always remember that scene, and there's a movie called Twister. Twister is another name of tornado. Twister is like an informal way of saying tornado. But I remember that movie Twister. It's like a cow goes flying around, and it goes, and then you got this big truck too. Yeah. What do we got? Number 10 is, which of these words is the odd one out? What does odd one out mean? Odd one out means it does not belong or is not a part of the group. There's something different about it. For example, if I say banana, apple, lemon, and chicken. Here come those chickens again. Banana, apple, lemon, chicken. Which one's the odd one out? Which one does not belong in the group? Oh no, the lemon because it's sour. No. All the other ones taste good. Chicken tastes good, banana tastes good, apple, lemon, whoo. No, because chicken's the odd one out because it does not belong as a part of the group. Because the other ones are fruit, or types of fruit. So here we've got hurricane, typhoon, blizzard, and cyclone. Which one is the odd one out? And why? Odd one out means it does not belong as a part of the group. It is, everyone's got it correct, blizzard. Because blizzard is a snowstorm. But what is the connection between a hurricane, a typhoon, and a cyclone? Why are they all in the same group? They're basically the same thing. They are essentially the same type of weather. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Okay, yeah, wait. I gotta, yeah. I'll try that. Doing it again. Phenomenon. Whenever I say that, I always think of that song by the Muppets. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. But they don't say that. I don't know what they say. But anyway, going back. They are essentially the same type of weather phenomenon. Phenomenon. I can't say it today. Phenomenon. It only depends on where the storm phenomenon. I said that one. No. The storm forms and where it happens depends around. They're all related to wind and a rotating. They're like very destructive. Oh, Angie's gonna put in the chat for it. We actually have a lesson, a video about the difference between a hurricane, typhoon, cyclone. Oh man, this is like. It's me today, trying to say things. Okay, as I was trying to say. And put a lesson in the link, a video you can watch about the difference between these three things. It all depends on the way the storm spins, okay? And also where it is. For example, near Northeast Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, like typical, you hear about the hurricanes in the Caribbean. Those are hurricanes, also on the other side. Cyclone is just below India, near New Zealand, Australia, and where is it? South Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean. And typhoons are in the Northwest Pacific Ocean, okay? Which is like more in the side of Asia and everything like that. And did you know that they actually spin in different directions? Depends on where you are, at the Northern Hemisphere or the Southern Hemisphere. Learn more in the video that Ange put there after this one. Okay, so that is the difference. One of the main differences between those three. Okay, so let's have a look at the next part of the quiz. Number 11. Ooh, here goes. What is the correct order of these words? Going from the weakest to the strongest. What is the correct order of these words going from the weakest to the strongest? Which one is the weakest, the softest? And which is the heaviest, the strongest? So we got rain, shower, torrential rain, drizzy, and downpour. If you're not too sure about the difference of these words, I'll explain them in a moment. Now, these are all nouns, for example, except for torrential rain, which is torrential is an adjective describing the type of rain. Torrential rain, if you're not too sure, is extremely heavy and intense rainfall. It can cause flooding, often causes floods, and the water starts coming up, okay? We mentioned drizzle, we mentioned showers and rain, downpour. Downpour is also a heavy and sudden rainfall, but over a short period of time, a relatively short period of time. That's a downpour. And downpour is a noun, but we can use it as a verb, but we need to change it a little. We can say it's pouring down. Like it's pouring down. If we're going to use it as a verb, because rain is a noun, it is raining. Okay. But downpour, it is pouring down. It's like, wow, it's like raining heavily. But just for a short period of time, and then it goes down to normal. Let's start with the first one. The weakest is drizzle. Everyone got drizzle at the beginning. Remember, drizzle is a very light rain with fine, small droplets that just fall slowly. They fall slowly, okay? So that's drizzle. So that's the number one, drizzle. The next one is showers. Showers are brief periods of rain. Often not as strong as continual rain. You've got rain as continual drops of rain from the sky. That's rain, just continual drops of water from the sky. But showers is like just brief, short, not as strong as rain. Just showers, stops, starts. And then downpour is the next. So you got drizzle is the weakest. Showers, and then rain, and then downpour. Downpour is heavy rain, like torrential rain, but it's for a short period of time. It's like a downpour, and then it just starts raining normally. Like sometimes it rains, and then suddenly for about a minute, it's like rah, comes down like heavily, and then it goes back to normal. That's a downpour. Sudden, short. No, not short, but shortish. And torrential rain is the last one, is the strongest, which is extremely heavy. Downpour is heavy. Torrential rain, extremely heavy and intense, passionate rain. And intense rainfall. And it causes flooding. Okay? So that is the correct order. Drizzle, showers, rain, downpour, and torrential rain. That is the correct order. 12. What, the same activity, but I only got 4 this time. What is the correct order of these words going from the weakest to strongest? Ooh. We have gust, hurricane, gale, and breeze. So there are 4 words. It is, okay, what is the weakest? The lowest level of wind is breeze. It's a very soft wind. A breeze is a soft wind, and it's great on a summer's day. You're hot and suddenly like a soft breeze comes through. It's like, that's a breeze. It's a soft wind. So breeze is the first one, and hurricane is the last one. Yes. Yes, like a soft one. Then you got the hurricane. Remember, the gust is like short periods of strong wind, but just like short period, like gust, and then stops, and then strong wind again. And gale is a strong wind, constant wind, over, was it 60 kilometers per hour, which is like about 40 miles per hour if you're from there. Okay, so that's a gale, but a hurricane is next level. It's like over 100 kilometers per hour, and it causes usually widespread destruction. Okay, so next one is, that was number 2. So the correct order is breeze, gust, gale, hurricane. New words there? Maybe. Hope so. That's the idea. Next one, number 13. Now this is not a quiz. This is just, we're going to talk a little bit, just a little bit. Do you prefer to be hot or cold? Everyone prefers the cold. Kaline, JJ, Jacqueline. That's good. Everyone in Europe right now is saying, I prefer the cold. Good. And we're in winter, so everyone in the southern hemisphere, I prefer to be hot. Umi, I prefer cold because it's summer in Japan. If you ask me the same question in winter, I'll probably say I prefer summer. Yep. Lou says, I prefer hot because I can drink beer. Yep. But you can drink it in winter too. Just saying. Humidity. You prefer hot. I prefer cold beer. You can have it anytime, basically. Okay. Do you prefer to... The question is the weather. I'm not asking if you want hot beer or cold beer. Do you prefer the hot, the heat, or the cold? If it's hot, you can take many showers and still feel hot. If it's cold, you just put warm clothes on or go in front of a fire. Diego says, nowadays I prefer to be hot because sun makes me happy and I can wear light clothes. That's good. Milady, also, you prefer cold weather. Great. Yeah, I prefer cold weather. What about Ange? What do you prefer? I already know the answer. You prefer hot weather. You don't like the cold. Yeah. And she's it's like a lizard, like, I need the sun, I need the warmth. Yeah, I prefer to be cold because it's hot and I can't stand hot temperatures, and from the low blood pressure too. Yeah. Okay, so next question. What is your favorite season? Very quickly. So if you like cold, do you like winter or do you like summer? So if you prefer to be cold, do you like winter? Or if you prefer to be cold, do you prefer summer? This is going to be interesting. Sun is life. Yeah? Spring? You like spring? It's like between... So Ange likes spring, which is between winter and summer. I like... Oh... It's not too hot, it's not too cold. Spring.
And sunny days.
Milady likes spring too. Iran prefers summer. I like pretty much all seasons. I like winter because you can get covered up and it's dark and you can watch movies and you can have a fire going. But summer's great because you've got long hours of day. In the morning when you wake up, it's not cold and it's like... you can just sun and everything like that. So I don't care if it's spring, summer. Autumn is wonderful too. JJ, my favorite season is autumn because of the changes in the colors and everything. Yeah. Hatise also loves summer. And Florida likes winter and spring. Cool. That's cool. Okay, I think this is the last question for the day. What is the weather like today where you live? Also, put your country or city or whatever you want. So what is the weather like today where you live? In Costa Rica, we only have 2 seasons, dry and rainy. I like both. If we're talking about a place with 4 seasons, I love spring and fall. Yeah. It's like between. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's like in the middle. Umi, I like autumn. and spring, I suffer from hay fever. Oh. I prefer spring. Diego says, we don't have seasons in Colombia. I like to know this. You like to experience the snow and practice snowboard and snow sports and snow things. And don't eat yellow snow. And wear like the big black glasses. Yeah. Whoa. Thank you, Hatise. Whoa. Thank you. That was... Thank you so much. That was so unexpected. Thank you. I don't know what to... I'm speechless. And just like, your eyes are like, whoa, thank you so much, Hatise. That is so much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, that just totally blew me away. In the summer here in Dominican Republic, it is hot also. 15 in the morning. I'm like, it's 15 in the morning. No, it's number 5th question. Galina, I read your thing. It's the morning here in New Zealand. Okay, it's not the morning. 15 in the morning, it's hot. And the night, it's windy. Yeah, it's been windy here lately. 15 in the morning. What time is it? It's 15 in the morning. Question 15. In the morning, it's hot. And the night, it's windy. It's cloudy, very cloudy in Morocco. In Agadir city. Olga, today it was raining and now the evening is fresh. Umi, in Japan it's unsettled. The typhoon is approaching the southern area of Japan. Ooh, what season we're in? We're in August. Okay. Hatise, almost fall coming. You're living in Canada, but I'm Turkish, so fall is coming. No, remember it's winter is coming. Game of Thrones reference, you know. Winter's always coming. Here in Brazil, sometimes we have the 4 seasons in one day. Yeah, like in New Zealand. We've got, and Australia. Yeah. 15. The weather where I live, it's too hot. Just like you're sweating. It's sweltering, stifling. I don't need to boil water to cook pasta. Because the weather in this case helps me. That's cool. That's great. The North remembers, Olga. Exactly. The North remembers. No problem. Please drink coffee for me. Thank you, Hatise. I live in Bogota today. It was cloudy in the morning and sunny in the afternoon. Usually it's... that's right. It's nighttime there right now. Usually it's so cold. It's 9 p.m. in Venezuela. And what's the weather? How was the weather today, milady? It's 3 a.m. in Italy. I know. You can go to bed soon. Umi, it's summer in Japan. The typhoon doesn't choose a it comes anytime. Interesting. It's hot in Ottawa, Canada. Cool. Oh, in New Zealand. Thank you for asking me. Thank you. Thank you for thinking. Okay, what's the weather like today? It was cool this morning. Cool, almost cold. Cloudy right now. It's probably be windy this afternoon. Yeah. I haven't been outside. They didn't let me outside for a walk today. The weather was rainy. Perfect. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you to our channel members for supporting us for all of these years. Thank you so much, Hatise, for your generosity. We really appreciate that. Yes, we will drink more coffee now. Thank you so much for that. That is so nice, so sweet. I don't know what else to say. It's like, not used to this. Thank you so much. Okay, so everyone, next week, the topic next week, I'm going to let you know now. We're going to see if you, next week, same time, same day, do you know more than a native English speaker? It's a type of quiz. It's a type of quiz to see if you know more than a native English speaker. I'm going to do some common mistakes that native speakers make, and most likely you will know more. But that's next week, same time, same day. Right now in New Zealand, it is 1 p.m. Monday. I live in the future, so it's 1 p.m. Monday. So thank you so much for joining us today. And until next time, take care, stay safe. And as always, I'll be in the chat just for a moment when it finishes. And until next time, take care, stay safe. And as always, have an awesome day.